My name's Steve Millis, and I am the Chief Muay Thai instructor here at 5 Points Academy. 5 Points Academy is located in downtown Manhattan, right at the corner of Broadway and Canal, which is just a couple blocks from the area known as the 5 Points. If you either read or saw Gangs of New York, it was a famous neighborhood in New York City.
My name is Arjan Simon Burgess, and I'm one of the Muay Thai instructors, and I also teach the Filipino martial arts here at 5 Points Academy. I came in 1990 to train in Filipino martial arts, and I actually didn't plan on staying here indefinitely. I figured I'd be here for about 3 months. And then I was going to go to LA, and my plan was to train actually with Dan and Santo, but it never came to fruition. I stayed here and made some good friends. I liked the training, and been here since.
Emily Bearden, and I am a coach for the Muay Thai school. So I teach classes and I teach one-on-ones. We've been open 5 years now, so I've been teaching 5 years at this location, and then I taught at our previous space. So I've been with them about 10 years.
My name is Teimoc Johnston-Ono, and I'm the instructor for the Judo and Jiu-Jitsu program here at 5 Points Gym. Started competing nationally when I was a kid, and I never really looked back. I always, for 4 decades, placed nationally or internationally in Judo, Sambo, and more recently Brazilian-style Jiu-Jitsu.
I moved to New York for graduate school, and I was working at nightclubs and bars as a bartender to pay bills. The guy I worked with was talking about this thing he did called Thai boxing, Muay Thai. I got interested. I went to a class. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it so much that I decided I wanted to spend a little time getting better at it, and I went to Thailand to a camp called Jitty Gym. They treated me very well. I was there a little over 2 months. One day the owner walked up to me and said he had a fight booked for me. I told him I was there as a hobby and strictly for fun, and he laughed and said I was doing all the training, I might as well fight. I did the fight. I lost, but I almost won, and it was the most fun I'd ever had in my life, and I just never stopped.
If anyone's familiar with British culture, you know, the pub culture, especially in the 80s, it was predominantly a bunch of guys drinking. If they didn't meet a girl, then they would end up fighting that night. So that was just a common occurrence, you know, for me growing up. And for the most part, you get by as you can. And then one night I realised I couldn't really handle myself as much as I needed to when I had 3 guys jump on me. So after that night, I decided I better learn something.
I moved up here from Virginia, so I was really shy and quiet, and I was actually mugged one night in Brooklyn, and I knew I needed to learn self-defense, so I just wanted to get a little bit of confidence. So I asked Simon for some self-defense lessons. Simon is more technical, you know, he's more of a technician, you know, and nothing, he's just very like, he tells you what to do, you do it, and then that's it. And Steve is, he's in it, that's his life, it's like his heart and soul. He'll do anything to help you. The two of them together really work, you know, as a good team. I wouldn't fight for anyone else, and I never would my whole career. I don't think if I was gonna have to leave New York or leave 5 Points, then I wouldn't pick it up.
We all met at Crunch Fitness on Lafayette. We were all working out of there as trainers, Steve, myself and Kevin. And we had all talked about, Steve and I had discussed the possibility of opening up a Thai school or a martial arts school. Kevin had talked about about his idea of opening up a health club. And so for Steve and I, the main thing was we were thinking, you know, if we open up with Kevin within a health club type framework, then the health club would basically pay the bills, and then we could have our small martial arts school or Thai boxing school within that, you know, club. And but what actually happened in the first year was we found that it was actually a complete turnaround from that, and probably 85% of our business was actually people interested in doing martial arts, and 15% were people that were interested in being able to use a treadmill and do some weights.
UFC and MMA has opened up a new respect for martial arts, period. And really, grappling arts and striking arts are starting to come together. Here at 5 Points, I see now how much striking arts has become part of MMA, whereas before maybe 85% of it was grappling. If you watch the UFC now, it's, you know, almost 85% standing.
I would encourage anyone looking into a martial art to kind of do a little research on some arts, talk to some people, get an idea of maybe what they like and what they want to try out. And I'd encourage them to try many different places. After all that, I think they'd want to end up here at 5 Points anyway. We offer internationally renowned and respected Muay Thai program, an internationally renowned and respected Kali program, and now an internationally renowned and respected teacher running our judo program.
Everybody's safe. Everybody respects somebody here. You know, nobody tries to kill each other. It's not like a big bully gym. There aren't any egos, or, you know, everybody loves the sport here, I think.
You know, most people coming through the door, even if they're a little bit resistant to it at first, once they realise it's all stuff that they can do, you know, within their level, whether you want to be recreational, keep fit, or you want to go all the way up to, you know, competition, you know, most people can do it if they have the right approach. Now we're at 5 Points Academy, which is located at 277 Canal Street at the intersection of Broadway and Canal in New York. The website is academy5points.com and the phone number is 212-226-4474.
This video was brought to you by Boston Brawler. Check them out at bostonbrawler.com.